Ever seen a player leave one coast with a plan to take the whole league by storm? Well, DeMar DeRozan's packing his bags and heading to the Western Conference. Think about it, new rivalries, fresh matchups, and a whole new audience. The question on everyone's mind is, will he be the X factor his new team needs to make a championship push, or will it be the other way around? Let's kick things off with some exciting news from the world of music and basketball. DeMar DeRozan made a surprise appearance in Kendrick Lamar's latest music video, Not Like Us. Now, this isn't just any cameo. It's got some real meaning behind it. If you're wondering where to spot him, keep an eye out around the 243 mark. You'll see DeRozan squatting on a storage container while Lamar raps, "I'm glad DeRozan came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither." Now, if you're wondering what that's all about, we've got to go back into a bit of basketball history. You see, DeRozan spent the first 9 seasons of his NBA career with the Toronto Raptors. He was drafted 9th overall back in 2009, but in 2018, he was traded to the San Antonio Spurs, and then later to the Chicago Bulls in 2021. Here's where it gets interesting. Both DeRozan and Lamar are from Compton, California. So when Lamar talks about DeRozan coming home, he's not just talking about basketball. He's also acknowledging their shared roots and common origins. But wait, there's more to this story. The song itself. It's a diss track aimed at Drake, the Toronto-born rapper. So you've got this whole web of connections. Basketball, music, hometown pride, and a bit of rivalry thrown in for good measure. Now let's talk about the big news that's got the basketball world buzzing. DeMar DeRozan is headed west, but he's not going to his hometown of Los Angeles like some might have expected. Nope, he's taking his talents to Sacramento. The Sacramento Kings have pulled off quite a deal here. They've managed to grab DeRozan in a 3-year, $74 million sign-and-trade deal. This is huge news for the Kings, who are clearly looking to build on their recent success and push even further. Let's break down how this deal went down. The Kings are sending Harrison Barnes to the San Antonio Spurs, while Chris Duarte is heading to the Chicago Bulls. It's a complex deal, but one that could have big implications for all teams involved. DeRozan himself seems pretty excited about the move. He even showed up in person at Sacramento's Golden One Center, with Kendrick Lamar's Not Like You's playing in the background. So, what are the Kings getting in DeRozan? Well, they're getting a seasoned pro who's still at the top of his game. Last season with the Bulls, DeRozan averaged 24 points, 5.3 assists, and 4.4 rebounds per game. And he did all this while playing a league-leading 37.8 minutes per game. At 34 years old, he'll be 35 in August. DeRozan is showing no signs of slowing down. One of DeRozan's biggest strengths is his scoring ability, especially in clutch situations. He's finished in the top 3 in Clutch Player of the Year voting for the past 2 seasons. His mid-range game is legendary, and he's developed into a solid playmaker over the years. Now, some might point out that DeRozan isn't known for his 3-point shooting. That's true. He's a sub-30% shooter from beyond the arc for his career. But he's been working on that part of his game, and he's been more willing to take those shots in recent seasons. With DeRozan joining the Kings, we're looking at a potential new Big 3 in Sacramento. DeRozan will be teaming up with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis, both of whom made the All-Star team last season. This combination of scoring and playmaking could be dynamite for the Kings' offense, which was already one of the top 10 in the league last season. De'Aaron Fox reportedly played a big role in recruiting DeRozan to Sacramento. It's clear that the Kings' young star sees DeRozan as someone who can help take this team to the next level. DeRozan's move to Sacramento isn't just big news for the Kings. It could shake up the entire Western Conference. The Kings were already a playoff team last season, ending a long postseason drought. Now, with DeRozan in the mix, they're looking to do more than just make the playoffs. They want to make some noise when they get there. This move puts the Kings right in the middle of a very competitive Western Conference. Teams like the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, and Golden State Warriors will have to take notice. because the Kings are no longer just happy to be in the playoff picture. They're aiming for something bigger. For DeRozan, this move to Sacramento represents a new chapter in his career. He's had success before, making 5 straight playoff appearances with the Toronto Raptors in the 2010s, including a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2016. But since then, playoff appearances have been few and far between. In fact, in the past 6 seasons, DeRozan has played in just 12 playoff games across 2 series. That's not a lot for a player of his caliber, so you can bet he's hungry for some postseason success. At 34, soon to be 35, DeRozan likely sees this as one of his last chances to make a deep playoff run. The Kings are giving him that opportunity, surrounding him with young, talented players who are also eager to prove themselves on the big stage. So what does all this mean for the Sacramento Kings moving forward? Well, they certainly raised expectations. Adding a player of DeRozan's caliber to a team that already includes Fox and Sabonis means the Kings are all in. But with higher expectations comes more pressure. The Western Conference is tough, and the Kings will have their work cut out for them. They'll need to figure out how to integrate DeRozan into their offense, how to balance his scoring with Fox and Sabonis, and how to improve their defense to match their high-powered offense. One thing's for sure, Kings games are going to be must-watch TV next season. With DeRozan's clutch scoring, Fox's speed and playmaking, and Sabonis' all-around game, this team has the potential to be one of the most exciting in the league. Of course, we can't talk about this deal without mentioning what it means for the other teams involved in this deal, and that happens to be the former teams of DeRozan. For the Chicago Bulls, this marks the end of an era. DeRozan was a key part of their team for the past 3 seasons, but now they're clearly looking to go in a different direction. They've already moved on from Alex Caruso, and there are rumors that Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic could be next. It looks like a rebuild might be in the cards for Chicago. As for the San Antonio Spurs, they're getting Harrison Barnes in this deal. Barnes is a solid veteran who can provide some leadership for a young team built around last year's #1 draft pick, Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs are in a rebuilding phase, and Barnes could be a valuable mentor for their young players. With DeMar DeRozan heading west to Sacramento, the NBA perspective just got a whole lot more interesting. This move has the potential to shake up the Western Conference and turn the Sacramento Kings into serious contenders. It's a bold move by the Kings and a new chapter for DeRozan. Will it pay off? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, we can't wait to see how it all plays out on the court. As we head into the new NBA season, keep your eyes on Sacramento. With DeRozan joining Fox and Sabonis, the Kings are looking to rule the West. It's going to be an exciting ride. So, what do you think? Will this move be a game changer for the Sacramento Kings? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.